What is up, comic book fans, readers, collectors, cover lovers? Everyone is welcome here at NerdyGeek's Comics, no matter how you collect. Today is, what is today? It's Thursday, September 11th, 2025. But by the time I finish doing this video, it's going to be Friday, September the 12th, 2025. But I wanted to make sure I got the FOC out early this week because there are some really big books that I'm really excited about. And just in case y'all haven't seen some of the covers, I wanted y'all to be able to see them. So that way, you know, to go and get them, to go and FOC them at your local comic shop before Monday. So let's get to the list. Okay, so like I said, this is my FOC list for September the 15th, 2025. So make sure you get in your pre-orders to your local LCS or your online retailer, wherever you get your comics from, before, let's say, around 6 o'clock Monday, sometime around there. Sounds good, maybe? I don't know. Depends on when your retailer puts in their order. First off, we have Absolute Batman number 13. This is cover A by Nick Dragotta. And here we have the first full appearance of the Absolute Catwoman, because she was actually in the last panel of Absolute Batman number 12. And they make her seem like she's going to be a force to be reckoned with, because she broke into, well, I don't want to spoil anything if you're not there yet, but there are a ton of covers for this, guys. So this first appearance of Absolute Catwoman is going to be a big deal, because, you know, we've already had Bane, we had Mr. Freeze, we had maybe a couple of covers for those, but this one, they brought out a ton of cover artists and they brought out some big hitters. Here we have cover C, which is the Jenny Frison variant. A really, really great Jenny Frison, guys. Like, Jenny knocked this one out of the park. And Jenny is known for her eyes, and you don't even get to see her eyes here, but yet this is still a fantastic cover. Here we have cover D by David Nakayama. And so there's been a couple of things moved around here, because before, in the FOC list, because I've been waiting all week for all these covers to come in, they've been slowly trickling in. The David Nakayama was a 1 in 25 variant, and now it says that it's cover D, and the original cover D was supposed to be an Adam Hughes variant, which is no longer showing up on, at least on League of Comic Geeks. It's no longer there. So I don't know if he backed out or if he didn't get the art in time. Maybe we'll get to see it in the next issue. I don't know, but just letting you know, there was supposed to be an Adam Hughes cover, and it was going to be a cover D, but it disappeared. But this David Nakayama, really great job by David Nakayama. Really cool art design. I like it. I'm ordering it. So this one is not one you can just FOC. This is actually a Comics Elite, Comic Traders, 616 Comics. You know, they're working together to put out their own exclusive cover. And if you're going to pick an artist to do an exclusive cover for you, Ivan Talavera is the guy to do it, because his artwork has been amazing lately. I mean, this is just a fantastic Catwoman. Here, you actually get to see her eyes, because on all the other ones, she has that helmet on. But he did such a great job on this. He's been knocking it out of the park all year. And there's actually 3 versions of this. There's a regular trade, there's a virgin, and then there's one that's looks like it's a virgin, but it's a little different in the color scheme. But I'm definitely going to make sure I try and pick this one up. Next, we have The Amazing Spider-Man number 14. This is the Lee Bermejo Amazing Visions variant. And as we've been saying, Lee Bermejo has been killing it on these Amazing Spider-Man covers. along with his covers that he's been doing with Cruel Universe. Just some great work. And this one is obviously an homage to Amazing Spider-Man 31. This is just a fantastic cover. I mean, Spidey looks strong. I love, everyone always says it, the way that Lee Bermejo actually makes it look like Spidey is wearing a suit. You can see the wrinkles in it. It doesn't look like it's just painted on him like a lot of other Spider-Man artists, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I love the fact that he puts in these little details. And this is just another fantastic cover by him. Here we have the Blue Falcon and Dynomutt #2. This is cover A by Lucio Parillo. And you have a fantastic cover right here. Again, as always, Lucio Parillo is just knocking out of the park. It looks kind of creepy the way Dynomutt's leg is, all extended and look like it's all broken. But obviously, that's his robotic leg. Still really creepy looking, odd looking, but this is just a great cover. And to go along with cover A, here we have cover D by Francesco Mattina. Really great cover. I love the way that Blue Falcon is right there in the foreground, but he's, kind of the light is coming from behind him. So it's almost a silhouette of him. But then you have Dynomutt back there with all of his legs extended, his tail extended, looking like a giant spider or an insect over there. Really menacing looking, his eyes glowing in red. This is just another great cover for this series. And here we have Captain America #4. This is cover A by Ben Harvey. And this is just a great cover, guys. Like, I don't know if you're reading this series. If you're not, you should be. This is such a good series, and it is so much more than just your regular, superhero stuff. There's nuance to this. This last issue on #3, where Cap and Dr. Doom are having a conversation, is just such a fantastic read. And then you also have, this cover actually, in this series, and you'll find out in the first book, there's 2 Captain Americas. You have Steve Rogers, who's just woken up somewhere close to our modern time, not 2025, but post 9/11. And then he finds out that they made another super soldier, and that is this character. I believe his name is Cameron. I think it's Cameron something. I forget. But this Cameron, as you can see, looks like he's in Iraq because he was in Iraq during Operation Iraqi Freedom. I think that's what it was. And a lot of his backstory. So you get the modern backstory with Cap and him doing their missions. Right now they're in Latveria. But you also get flashbacks of him with his time in Iraq. And, the fellow service members he lost while he was out there, witnessing some atrocities that happened while he was out there, and just the things he had to do to survive, but also to save lives, which you can tell is just haunting him. He's trying to deal with his PTSD. And maybe it just hits home close to me because I have PTSD. I was in our Operation Iraqi Freedom 2 TAC 2. So maybe it does hit home for me. But to me, this is such a good series. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to continue reading it. And we also have the Steven Segovia Tron Ares variant. This is just a really cool. There's a bunch of Tron covers. This is the only one that's really caught my eye. Maybe one more. I think there's 2 of them that caught my eye. But this one with Cap, with all lit up like the Tron suits and everything, just looks great to me with the color scheme. So I'm gonna have to pick it up. And next we have Everything Dead and Dying #2. This is cover A by Jacob Phillips. This was a really good read, guys. The first issue I really enjoyed. You get to know your main character. You get to know the community that's around him. and then you see how he's dealing with the situation that's happening. And then they throw at, of course, like if you're a good storyteller, in your issue 1, you get the basics of the story, the basics of the characters, and then the last page or two, they just throw in a monkey wrench where you're like, oh, that's where the drama is going to come from. That's interesting, and it makes you ready to read issue 2. That's exactly what issue 1 did. I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to get to the second issue. Next, we have Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe, number 4. This is cover A by Mark Brooks. This is just a really great cover, guys. I mean, all these Godzilla covers have been fantastic. You have Godzilla, and standing off in front of him, you have Black Panther, The Thing, and Captain Marvel. And you can just see the size difference. Godzilla in the background just looks huge and gigantic and menacing and unstoppable. And there is a 1:100 ratio for this. But to me, it really doesn't look all that great. Like, I mean, yes, the trade here is covering a lot of Godzilla, but when you take it away, I mean, it's nothing amazing you're missing. So I don't mind just picking up the trade on this one. And here we have a really interesting looking cover for Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe. This is the ACO variant. The coloring on this, the design of it just looks really cool. I mean, I don't know if y'all follow my Instagram, but if you do, I posted a lot of books that I thought would look interesting under blacklight, and this one looks like one of those books that would look really nice under the blacklight. So obviously I'm gonna get it. Just a great piece of art right here, and I am definitely gonna be grabbing this one. Here we have the Incredible Hulk number 30. This is the 1:25 ratio by Kyle Hotz. This is a really great cover, guys. I'm pretty sure this is Abomination right here. And this is just a really, really nice cover of him. I mean, he looks big. He looks menacing. He looks like he's ready to go at it with the Hulk, as always. I hope my LCS has enough pre-orders for the Incredible Hulk so I can get this ratio. If not, this might be one of those books where I'm willing to buy maybe 5+ copies to make sure they have enough to get this one, because I definitely want to add this one to my collection. And this book should help me with that, because here we have the Chrissy Zulo Uminga Muppets variant. It's just a really great cover, guys. You got your Muppets 70th anniversary cover, and you have the Muppets here, which are obviously recreating the Hulk number 1. Looks really awesome. I love Chrissy Zulo's work, and if I have to order extra copies, this is one I don't mind ordering extra copies for. Next, we have Mercy Sparks Daddy Issues number 2. This is cover A by Josh Blaylock. Another really great cover of this series, guys. Again, like I told y'all, number 1, I had no idea who this character was. I just thought the artwork on the cover was awesome, so I picked it up. This one also has more great artwork, so I'm going to be picking this one up as well. I think there's maybe 2 or 3 more variants that are kind of similar to this, but with different characters. So if this series is one you're picking up and you're interested in looking at those, go ahead and check them out. Next, we have The Mortal Thor number 1. This is the second printing by Patrick Gleason. So the first printing of this was a foil cover. So this one is your regular cover. As I've told y'all before, I do like picking up foil covers, but sometimes the artwork is just it doesn't look as good with the foil. It kind of like takes away from the art popping out. It dulls it. So I am definitely going to grab this one. This artwork was just so great by Patrick Gleason. The foil looked really good, but I always like to get the regular if they come out with them. And next, I had made my slides earlier in the week, and I'm sure, as most of you already know, Red Hood has been canceled. DC canceled it the day it was released. If you don't have a copy yet, good luck, because it seems like they're just, ever since they announced that the series was being canceled, that they just started exploding, like on Whatnot and eBay. I saw them selling for $20 to $40 a piece. So, and if you're wanting to get that 1 in 50 by Jim Lee, good luck. I haven't read this one yet. I was really looking forward to reading this. This was my top series that I couldn't wait for. And from what I've heard, it was an amazing first issue. I don't want to read it now, because now I feel like if it's as good as everyone says, it's just going to make me really angry about the series being canceled. It is what it is, guys. I mean, that's just the way things work. So hopefully, if we're lucky, they'll go ahead and, if these books are already printed out, but I doubt it, because they usually don't print out until after FOC. But this is the cover I would have picked up if Red Hood was still coming out. And next, we have X-Men Age of Revelation. This is the series of Rogue Storm. This is number 1. This is cover A by Humberto Ramos. Really great cover. It looks like we're going to have Storm and Rogue facing off. I mean, they could be teaming up, but it kind of feels like it's going to be a face-off. We'll see how that goes. I mean, they're probably going to have to beef up Rogue's powers in order to go against Storm. But it should be a great series. At least I hope so. And there's a ton of covers for this, guys. So let's get through them. Here we have the Ivan Talavera variant. But there's also a 1 in 50 Ivan Talavera Virgin variant. And this cover is really great, guys. I mean, his Rogue, not that great, but the Storm that he drew is just gorgeous. The hair, her face, like everything. She looks strong and powerful. Just, I mean, to me, it feels like if you were going to draw Storm that well and just Rogue like that, then just take the Rogue off the cover and don't have her cover up the image of Storm, because that is just an amazing artwork of Storm right there. Next, we have the Karen S. Darbo variant. Another really nice cover with Storm on it. And see how this one, they didn't even bother putting Rogue on it. And that Storm is just a great piece of art as well. They should have done that on that last cover. I'm not complaining. I love the other cover. I'm getting it no matter what. And I'm probably going to try and pick up the 1 in 50 if I can. But this is another fantastic cover. Like I said, this series has a ton of great artwork. And here we have the Riki Yagawa character variant. Really great Storm. I mean, again, like I said, guys, these covers for this series are just gorgeous covers, and they all make Storm look powerful and beautiful, and it's just some great artwork on this, guys. And here we have the Stefano Caselli Revelations variant. Again, guys, another fantastic cover of Storm. I mean, every one of these covers is just great artwork of Storm. I mean, they are giving her her due. She is just all powerful. She looks like the goddess that she's been lately. And it's just great covers. I look forward to seeing what they're going to do with issue 2 and the rest of this series, because, man, number 1, ton of great covers for this series. Next, we have Sonic the Hedgehog number 82. This is cover B by Natalie Haynes. And this is just a really great fall looking cover to me. You know, the orange background, Sonic in the orange top hat. This screams fall and Halloween season to me, and I'm definitely going to be making sure to pick this one up. Here we have Supergirl number 6. This is cover C by Ben Harvey. Just a great cover of Supergirl here. You got the Daily Planet in the background, so she's obviously flying through Metropolis. She's taking a selfie, giving the peace sign, you know, something we've seen Batgirl and Harley do. Just a great cover, because Supergirl is supposed to be a young character, so it's good to see her having fun here. And here we have Tama number 3. I don't know what that stands for. This is not a series I've been collecting, but I do like this cover. You have your Game Boy Advance, Pokemon, cover right here. This is cover C, which is the 1 in 10 by Tony Fleeks. Just a really cool cover, guys. I know I think number 1 or 2 had another similar cover to this, and it did really well. So I'm sure this one probably won't do as well now that more people have it on their radar, but I'm still going to pick it up because it's just a pretty cool cover. And here we have Temporal number 1. This is cover B by Kari Randolph. And obviously we have a Back to the Future homage. So all of you guys who like to collect the homages to Back to the Future, here's another one for you. This story actually sounds kind of interesting. So apparently this character and her husband were time traveling thieves, and they stole a lot of stuff before finally settling down at a time, raising a family, getting out of that business. But apparently this character decides that she's getting bored and wants to go on another heist, and decides to go back onto that heist. But there's been people who trying to find them in time this entire time. But now that she decided to go back into the business, it may bring them on top of her, where she not only is she not able to accomplish what she wants to steal, but she might lose the life that her and her husband have built. So it sounds like an interesting story. Next, we have Transformers number 25. This is cover B by Daniel Warren Johnson. And guys, everyone has been talking nonstop about this Transformer series and what an amazing job Daniel Warren Johnson did with this series. I haven't read it yet because it had started before I got back into collecting. I don't think I started picking up issues till maybe issue 14-ish or something like that. So I'm gonna have to go back and probably find either some reprints or a trade. Or maybe now that we have 25 issues out, and I think Johnson's last one was on issue 24, if I'm correct. I think this is when Robert Kirkman takes over. Oh yeah, there it is. His name's up there, Robert Kirkman. So yes, I'm sure there's probably going to be some type of, maybe not an omnibus, but a hardcover edition where it has that entire run by Daniel Warren Johnson. But this is just a great cover. You have Optimus right here, just decimating Soundwave, pulling out the tape. All of us who grew up in the 80s know exactly what's happening to Soundwave right here, and maybe Laserbeak or whoever he has in there. Just a great cover, and I'm definitely going to want to add this one to my collection. So again, I have another book that is not an FOC book. This is Big Clutch NYCC 2025 Suspiria Vilches eBay Live comic pack variant. That is a mouthful. And there's also a foil virgin variant. This is just a fantastic cover. I don't think Suspiria's ever done a Transformers cover before, but obviously she picked a great character in Soundwave. Her art design really works well with this, and I hope that comic pack variant doesn't mean that it's going to be in a blind bag and you have a chance to get it. I would love to just be able to buy this straight out, but I do know Big Clutch has been doing a lot of those blind bags. Hopefully it's not one of those that's running, $200-300 like the Battle Beast ones were, because if it is, then I'm out on this one. But if I can pick it up at a pretty good price, I'm definitely going to try and get it. And now we have Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman number 5. This is cover C by Jay Lee. And this is just a really great cover of Supergirl's dog. I think it's a corgi. I think that's what kind of dog it is. But, just a dog in a tuxedo with the Superman collar. And, it's got the top hat and the monocle. Just something about this cover really, really gets me, and I am definitely going to grab this one. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if it's his grin or just the fact that he's in a tux or that he's holding the monocle with his paw. It could be all of it, but I'm definitely going to be getting this one. And since I didn't have almost 50 books on my FOC this week, we're going to get an honorable mentions this time. So as I said before, Absolute Batman number 13 is going to be a big book because of all the heavy hitter artists they have doing variants for it. And like I said, cover D was originally supposed to be an Adam Hughes variant. It's no longer on the FOC, at least through League of Comic Geeks has been taken down. As I said, I don't know what happened with it. Hopefully we're still going to get this maybe later on. There was going to be one. It's not there anymore. Hopefully we do end up getting it because, as we all know, Adam Hughes does some amazing covers, especially of Catwoman. And here we have the 1 in 100 Lee Bermejo Amazing Visions Virgin variant. I mean, if you can afford it or you can get it at a really good price, pick it up. As I've been saying, Lee Bermejo has just been killing it. And for all you Aquaman fans, or specifically Mira fans, we have Aquaman number 10. This is cover C by Derek Chu, and just a great artwork of Mira. I'm not the biggest Aquaman fan or the biggest Mira fan, but Derek Chu just did some great art right here. Next, we have Batman and Robin number 26. This is cover C by Clayton Crane. And I really almost added this to my FOC list, guys. I'm not reading this series. I do know people are enjoying it. I do love the look of Batman and Robin here. And I love that it's the Batmobile from the Robert Pattinson, the Batman movie. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but personally, I really loved that car. I want to say it was taken from like a 1970 Challenger and a Camaro. I think it was like spliced together by those two cars. Those are two cars that I really love. And this is the one car that if I was going to own a Batmobile, this would be the one I would get because this is the most practical one that I could actually see myself driving out on the road. I still might add this to my FOC. Next, we have Doomed 2099 number 1. This is the second printing by Dan Panosian. So the first printing that came out was a foil. So of course here we have your regular cover. You have regular Doom on the left and then Doom 2099 on the right. And they're just split down the middle. Really nice artwork. I did get the foil, but I feel like this is one that probably works better in the foil because of Doom's metal, mask and everything. I don't think I need to get this in the regular trade, but when I see it on New Comic Book Day, if it looks really good, I'll probably still get it. But as of right now, it's just on the honorable mentions. Next, we have Everything Dead and Dying number 2. This is the 1 in 10 cover C by Donnie. I'm going to say Donnie. I don't know how to say that. Y'all let me know. But just a really great cover right here. And this, of course, is an homage to the American Gothic painting. Really nice cover. I might try and pick this up. We'll see. I don't know how well this is. Well, actually, I do know cover A for number 1 sold really well. So my LCS will probably have enough to get this 1 in 10. But with these indies, sometimes it's hard for LCSs to get much more than 5 or maybe what's only pre-ordered. But if I can pick this up, I'm going to try to. Here we have Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe number 4. This is the 1 in 25 Neto Diaz variant. This is just a really cool cover. You have Godzilla trying to munch down on the Hulk, and the Hulk is just holding his jaws open and keeping him from doing it. And then obviously you have Godzilla ready to release his atomic breath. You can see it just starting to spew out around the blue light coming out. Really nice cover, but it's a 1 in 25. I don't know if I want to pay 1 in 25, but if I can get this for, half ratio, I'll probably pick it up. Here we have Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe number 4. This is the Dave Watcher Marvelized Wolverine Zilla variant. At first I was going to pre-order this, but then there's just something about the Wolverine patterns on Godzilla's skin, the little line, the black lines that go across his arms and everything. I I don't know what it is. It just looks wrong. He kind of looks tubby to me. He doesn't look menacing anymore. And you would think a Wolverine Godzilla was look even more menacing, but he really doesn't. I'm sure it'll probably sell all right, but I'm gonna skip this one, guys. And for all you Art Germ fans, we have Supergirl number 6. This is cover B by Art Germ. Really nice cover. Nothing special about it for me, but I do know there's a lot of people who collect Art Germ. I do collect Art Germ, but it just didn't pop out to me, so I'm gonna skip it. But if you're a fan of his and you like to collect all of his books, here you go. Here we have Vampirella Armageddon number 4. This is cover A by Francesco Mattina. Really nice cover right here, guys. Really cool cover. This was the only one of the Vampirellas that actually, caught my eye and got me thinking about getting it. But it just wasn't enough for me to pick it up. But if you like it, grab it. And Ultimate Spider-Man number 20. This is the second printing, which is the 1 in 25 Dan Panosian Virgin variant. So I did pick up the original one. I don't know if I need this in the Virgin. Again, I love Dan Panosian's artwork, but unless I'm getting this for half ratio or less, I'm probably just going to skip it. Turns out I had one more cover on the list. This is the Unchosen number 4. This is cover D, which is the 1 in 25 Ryan Stegman black and white variant. And there is a 1 in 15 that's in color, but I feel like this black and white sketch one looks so much better. It feels like the details, there's so much more detail in this than there is in the color version. And the color version looks great. Like the coloring they did on it is really, really good. But this is the one that really caught my eye. Again, it's a 1 in 25. I wouldn't pick it up for ratio, but half ratio or less, I'm definitely going to grab this one if I can. And it's time for the totals. With DC, I either have 6 or 7. It depends on what they do with Red Hood. It's probably going to end up being 6 because I doubt they're going to release that issue 2. From what it sounds like, it's just completely done. All orders are canceled. But, holding out hope that maybe we get issue 2. But it's probably going to be 6. But that's why you see the 6 or 7. For my indies, I have 9 books. And after a week where I had 0 Marvel books on my FOC, we're back up to number 13. So Marvel making a comeback this week. I have 21 variants, and my ratio count this week was relatively small with only 3. However, if I am able to pick up some of those honorable mentions for half ratio or less, that could go up. And in total, I have 30 books on my FOC list. Now, are all of these going to end up being bought? Again, some of my ratios on those indie books may not make the cut because my LCS may not be able to order, may not have ordered enough. So it may end up being less than that. It may end up being more than that because of some of the other ratios that I might be able to pick up if I find them at the right price. Or it might stay exactly at 30 with one or the other of the 2 things I just mentioned happening, and it just balanced itself out. So compared to last week, I did really good this week at 30. And I understand there are people that I know who don't even get 30 books a month, and I'm getting 30 on this week's FOC. But since I had 49 last week, I'm going to take this as a win. So as always, please hit the like and subscribe. Click the bell for notifications so you know whenever I'm getting my whenever I drop a new video. This will probably be dropping Friday night or maybe Saturday morning. I'm not sure which. I'm gonna have a busy weekend this weekend. That's why I started recording it on Thursday night. But as I said at the beginning of the video, it is now 12:38 a.m. So we have gone into Friday. Please follow my future shows. On Tuesdays, usually, we have Red Shirts, which is the live stream that I do with Brian, Master of None, and Bruce from Kingdom of Nerds, where we just go over Star Trek. We just finished season 3 of Strange New Worlds, and we also did a review for Star Trek 4: The Voyage Home. So now we're gonna finish off the last two original series show or movies, and then we're gonna start going into other shows from the series. So I think our first two that Bruce picked are gonna be from the original series. On Wednesday, I'll have my new comic book haul video uploaded, where I'm just showing you all the books, or at least the big books that I picked up that week for New Comic Book Day. On Friday, we have Off the Shelf, which is another live show I do with Bruce from Kingdom of Nerds, Matt from Heroes for Hire Comic Book Club, and Big Jeff from Animantium something comics. I'm sorry. Big Jeff, I apologize if you're watching this. My dyslexia does not allow me to memorize something that long, but I will get it memorized, and then I will be able to say it right every time. Although this Friday, the 12th of September, we are not going to have a show because Bruce has a prior engagement he has to take care of. So no show this week. And as I said, my FOC will either drop Friday night or Saturday morning. As of right now, since it's 12:40 a.m., I'll probably end up dropping it Saturday morning. Sunday, I have Snail Mail Sunday, which is just your standard unboxing, but that's just the name I gave it. And also on Sunday, we have The Other Comic Show, which is another live stream I do, usually with Bruce from Kingdom of Nerds. But again, he has a prior engagement this weekend, so therefore, the mice are going to come out to play. So this week, it's going to be ran by Joe's Doolin. I'll be on there. Matt from Heroes for Hire Comic Book Club and Big Jeff will be on, and we'll be running the show. So again, please hit the like and subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. And as always, I appreciate all of you for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of my FOC list. Tell me if there's stuff that you think I should have picked up, or what you're picking up that I'm also picking up. And let me know what you thought of Red Hood #1. Like I said, I've heard a lot of people tell me that was just a great book, and everyone is just angry now that it's being canceled. But as always, guys, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.